We're going to introduce now the very important and often confused topic of statistical significance. We'll start with this idea from the concept of confidence intervals and estimation, and later on we'll build up to the important p-value. When we think about statistical significance from the idea of confidence intervals, we have to consider what's called the null value. And the null value would be, what would we see if two groups are equal, if there's nothing going on? So for example, if we want to calculate the mean of men and compare it to the mean of women, and those are the Greek letter mu for the population mean. If the mean of men and the mean of women are equal, then the difference between men and women would be 0. So if the difference between two means is 0, then the means are equal. And what we can do is look at our confidence interval and see if that confidence interval includes that null value 0 or not. We just saw that example of an intervention designed to increase walking. And the confidence interval went from -16 to +24. 0 is included in this interval. The data are consistent with there being no effect of this program. The data are consistent with truth being one mean equals the other mean. There's no evidence that there's any difference between these two things. If I had to get did I tell you this? If I had to get a statistics tattoo, it would be something like this. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. There might be something there, but all we can say is we have no evidence that we detected it. The data are consistent with there being no difference. This would be a situation where there is not statistical significance. The data are consistent with there being no difference between the population means. However, if you have a confidence interval that excludes the null value, so if you're looking at, say, that video game example, and your confidence interval goes from 8 to 12, 0 is not in there. So we would declare this is statistically significant. If this is a 95% CI, we say it's statistically significant at the 5% alpha level. And this is important, this definition of statistical significance. If a 95% CI does not include 0, that null value, we say the difference is significantly different from 0. In other words, the mean difference between the groups is statistically significant at the 0.05 level. Statistical significance, the word significance has a very specific meaning, should be used very carefully, only when you can declare significance based on either the process of estimation and confidence intervals like we did here, or as we'll see later, through p-values.